If you say.
I feel strong.
I need to withdraw.
Urge to kill rising.
Had to butt in, did ya?
What?
Gone, all gone, I'm ruined. What happened? Giant vines and hostile plants tore up the place. They killed most of the regulars. Ouch.
I'm bored.
Sorry to bother you with this, but have you seen a strange around here? Savari around here? Sure, but she was gone long before all this happened. She was a creepy one, though. Rolled into town with a huge load of crates and bought a place to hold up. Yeah, I'm looking for a guy. In that case, I haven't seen him. The other one, though, she kept to herself and we let her be. You should have seen her with those crazy red, oh god, scales glowing out of her head. Wait, really, who'd you, oh no, was that Scarlet? Ask around if anyone's left to ask. Maybe someone in town actually tried to talk to her. And there was still a town here.
Hey.
Oh gods, look at what it did to him. That could have been me. What are those things? I don't know. We're trying to figure that out. You know of a female Savari who came here? Do ya? I remember her. She came around asking about rumors herself. Said she heard something about the mine and some magical underground river or something. I told her that if we hit an underground river, we'd abandon the mine on account of how they tend to flood everything without notice and miners drown.
Justice.
That didn't discourage her. Did she find it, the underground river? I asked. No idea. All I know is she was looking for something. She had excavation equipment and crates. Maybe she found it and it carried her away. I don't know. Looking for a guy, but a girl, huh? You've got that look in your eye. What do you need? Information. I wouldn't say she lived here. Just came and went. Moved equipment through here. She'd go into her room and wouldn't come out for days, sometimes weeks. Some engineer with obsession all over her. As far as I know, she never said more than 3 words to anyone. And only then if she needed food or supplies. What's she doing here? No idea. There are others around who knew more about her than I do. I kept my distance from her. Yeah, so it is Scarlet. It has to be Scarlet. That came out of nowhere. I'm fine. I'm assessing the situation. What do you need? I just want directions, actually, to a mysterious Savari's room. Let's go check out what she was doing here. Ha! You're thinking of breaking in and looting her place? Not recommended. That one took personal security to a whole new level. She wasn't the friendly type, despite those perky red pigtails, flowers on her head. None of us figured she had anything worth the risk. Okay. Yeah, where is it? Right over there. I warned you. Okay. Fine.
Hey,
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too. The scariest Sylvari was Scarlet. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Exactly, but are we sure? Who else would it be? It all adds up. So what do you want to do about it? The door's gotta be trapped. Yeah. Be careful about it. What are we waiting for? We're all sure it's Scarlet who was in there here. Do you hear that char by the well? I heard, but we have to be careful. It could be a trap. You stand back, I'll break it down. No, Bram, not so fast. What does Rock say? She thinks, and I agree. What? She thinks, and I agree that we need to get in there safely. Seriously, we don't have a key. I say bust it down. I'll have Scruffy do it if you don't. It's gotta be one of the lairs. One of her lairs. So we're all in agreement. Stay in your golem. The door may be trapped.
Stay by me, Timey.
The door is locked and the threat is clear. Whoa. Yeah, that's one of her stuff.
all clear.
Can you tell? Is it really Scarlet's room? What?
What are you doing? Why do you look that way?
Scruffy, come! Stand guard! Come on, Bram! Get in here!
Alright, Fred on the mental puppeteer golems by Snaff. Whoa, by Snaff, really? Some chronicle theories that magic flows through
Looks
all
like the
things.
villagers were right. Scarlet was here.
The dust in here is thick, and these plants are all but dead. She definitely hasn't been here in a long time. Look, look, look! This is a historical find!
Careful now. You'll pop a gasket.
She hasn't been here in a very long time. This, oh, and that, great Clark!
Language.
Sorry, I didn't know you spoke Eton.
Come on!
What is this
What do you say we
place?
break open some of these crates? One good whack with my mace and...
No! Be careful. You could destroy something extremely valuable.
We should probably report this find to somebody. Ellen Keel, perhaps?
No, are you crazy? You can't tell anybody. They'd come and take it all away. I need time.
What do you need time for? You don't need to be digging in this old junk.
It is not junk.
Scarlet's dead. Let's let sleeping dragons lie.
I found something interesting over here. Come and see.
Well, I'm reading this first, because I'm interested that this was from Snaff. So scholars theorize
At
that
least
magic
now we know where
flows-
she got the inspiration for that weird hairdo.
Oh god. Flows through magic as a fish swims in water, or as we ourselves live in air. This magic is said to be ebb and flow via currents called ley lines. Magic infuses everything in the world. The building blocks of reality are held together by magic. The right conductors manipulated magic elements with the mind become possible. Bless you. The mind is powerful and a fragile quantity in the world equation and the eternal alchemy. It can move mountains, or it can be shattered like glass. Research has found a thread between magic and the mind. The two are linked. Where there is one, there must also be another. The igniter is belief. I always liked Snaff. I'm reading about him in the books. I have all the books. So I'm really enjoying that too. What else is in here? Nothing else to read, so look at this book and then tell me what you think. The nature of dragons. Or should I say the dragons of nature? Yes, dragons have long been thought to be much a part of Tyria as the sun, moon, land, and sea. No one, not even the dwarves, know how long they've been here. The Jotun and the Norn both have lingering stories passed down through the generations about the last rise of the dragons. Most scholars give these tales little credit, unfortunately, as so much time has passed. It was over 10,000 years ago that the dragons last returned to their slumber. I know Primordius was coming up, but we don't know what's his deal. And then Zaitan just fell. So what's the deal? The very existence of these tales, however, indicates that the dragons have awakened at least twice in history. Huh. Ancient documents found now in the Derman Prairies collection reveal accounts passed down by the other races, such as the powerful seers and even the human gods themselves. That's cool. Why did no one warn us? We were fighting gods last time, or a god. Now it's dragons. Isn't this fascinating? We hear dragon stories all our lives, but they're unusually fairy tales or stories intended to keep young children from misbehaving. I never thought of them as part of nature. Ancient elder dragons, after all. Yeah. This is any indication Scarlet's research into the dragons started early. I wonder what it was that attracted her to the study. Their power, perhaps. It seemed to be a theme with her. Yes, you're probably right. But she wanted knowledge too, answers to the life's biggest questions. She seems to have recognized early on that the dragons were part of something more.
She must have been young when she was here. It looks like she was still a student.
I will have a more distinct conclusion later, but my preliminary assessment is that, yes, we're seeing remnants of her early years.
Look at this. How long ago would you say Scarlet was here? It looks like she was already studying ley lines.
Not surprising. She was well ahead of her peers. We Asura have been studying them for decades.
But you didn't know much about them.
They are elusive.
Is this what I think it is? It looks like ley lines. What do you think?
Look at this drawing, tell me what you think. This hand-drawn image is more symbolic than literal. It shows the world as a machine with various moving parts. The pale tree sits at its heart. Though crude, it's strangely beautiful, don't you agree? Do you think Scarlet made it? Maybe it looks like it represents Tyria. Tyria, if you're a Savari, the pale tree is at the center. But didn't I hear that Scarlet strangled the pale tree in some vision she had? She definitely had a love-I-hate relationship with the pale tree.
Do you think she was evil back then?
She was misunderstood.
She had to have always been evil. You don't suddenly turn evil overnight.
What about the branded? They did. They got corrupted.
Good point.
Hey, watch it with that tail. Oh, it's a steam minotaur!
Ow! Do you mind?
Inside voice, please tie me.
Timmy, you sound like a harpy.
Yeah, but did you see?
I see.
You're not even looking!
Okay, so she made them. They've been her prototype. It has flaws. Oh, I couldn't possibly explain it in terms you would understand. You just have to trust me on it.
No one's ever going to be able to decipher Scarlet's chicken scratchings. What is all this Asuran googly mook anyway? These symbols and things make me nervous.
Those are alchemagical symbols. I'm not exactly sure what they mean either, but I'll figure it out with time.
Dear Diary, writing longhand is for the birds. I've discovered a device of a certain origin that will allow me to record my journal from this point forward. Do not think that I am ungrateful to you, but I must continue to evolve at every moment. The future awaits us all, and I plan to be amazing when it comes. This will be my last entry as an ink splatter student. Starting tomorrow, I'm a researcher, an engineer, and visionary. I confess to a mixture of fear and excitement. I believe I found one of these mythical ley lines, and if I can study it, well, my understanding of Tyria's inner workings will increase in leaps and bounds. Who knows what the future will hold? I've never been very magical or very magic-minded, and both Omad and Scarlet were crazy to think that you could see the whole of the world in one moment. It's ridiculous. Perhaps it's true. The mind is a powerful tool. Yeah, and some people don't use theirs enough. Wishful thinking won't get you to be tough. That's very true. People should use their minds more. Clearly, as I can read so good. I'm just kidding. I can't read very well. Knowing that one day people will watch this and judge. I'm just kidding.
I think it's time to go. We've got more important things to do.
You do, maybe, but I don't. This is the biggest day of my life. Look at all this Scarlet paraphernalia.
I agree with Bram.
You would. Look, you guys can go, but I'm not leaving. I need to document all this. I can use this to write the thesis that will make me famous.
I don't know.
She'll be okay. She's in a village. She's got her golem.
I guess it'll be okay. We'll be back for you later, Squeak. If you run into any trouble, find a Zephyrite. They can be trusted.
I will. Now stop worrying and let me get to work.
Let's get out of here, Bram. Between the dust and the weirdness, I'm done.
You be careful, kid. We'll be back later.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Tiny, stay out of trouble. We'll be back soon.
Hang on a second. There's mention here of a mine who found the ley line hub that Scarlet was looking for. I wonder if she's still here. Maybe you could go see. She's a Norn named Tosca. What are you gonna do? I'm staying here. Do you realize the historical significance of this find? Not to mention the salvage rights. I'll be writing papers, treaties, and dissertations. What? Yeah, and dissertations on this until I'm 80. God, how old are you? Well, no, of course you wouldn't. Being you, for an Asuran, this is the find of a lifetime. I was fated to be the one to discover it, or the one who discovered it. You were fated? Yes. I knew from the first moment I heard about her, that Scarlet's fate and mine were intertwined. And now I shall be her biographer. I only wish I'd had a chance to speak with her. Really? What do you think she was doing here? My developing belief is that she found a ley line hub somewhere in this area. All the evidence points to it. Quite sure she was performing research at it. And on it. I'm so excited.
Scruffy, I need my supplies.
I'm glad she's excited. Lost. Now I'm looking for a miner named Tosca. I have questions about the leyline hub. You found her. That's what that strange Savari female called the pocket of magical energy. I tapped when I was digging out in the waste beyond town. You don't want to go anywhere near that. Maybe, but I still like to know the story. Cool story time. I was mining copper and broke through into an inner chamber in the rock. Suddenly, a bright light blinded us all. We didn't go any deeper, too dangerous, but changed the direction of our digging. You told the Savari woman about this? Yes, and you should have seen her light up. It was as if I was Ticks and Talks. Delivering a special toy just for her. Where was the pocket of magical energy? Out west of town, but that tunnel caved in just after I told the Savari what we found. I always suspected she collapsed it and dug her own way in. You should find her and ask her about it. Can't, she's dead. Episode 1 complete.